Elsewhere around the world, Japan has lifted its tsunami warning and advisory after an earthquake struck the coast of Fukushima in northeastern Japan. No casualties have been reported, though there have been reports of minor injuries. Minyoung has the details.
The magnitude 6.9 quake, which was centered under the ocean about 60 kilometers from Fukushima Prefecture, struck on Tuesday morning at around 6 a.m. local time. The depth of the quake was estimated to be around 11 kilometers. A wave of 60 centimeters was detected near Fukushima on the northeast coast about an hour after the earthquake. The Japan Meteorological Agency had issued a tsunami warning right after the quake struck, saying the waves could be up to 3 meters high, but lifted the alert later in the day. Tremors were felt in Tokyo, and residents were urged to leave coastal areas. Ships also quickly moved away from harbors near the affected area. The Japanese government is proceeding with caution as the same area was struck by a massive earthquake and tsunami in March 2011, which caused the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster. Tokyo Electric Power Company, which operates the plant, shut down the reactors that year, but the cooling system for the used nuclear fuel on site is still in operation. The authorities said one of the cooling systems stopped working, but it has since been restarted.
We received a report that there is no problem at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant.
Japan struggled to recover from the Fukushima disaster, which was the world's worst nuclear crisis since Chernobyl. But this time, citizens and authorities were better prepared to handle the crisis.
We brought the ships out to sea because of the tsunami, because we did the same thing during the last tsunami.
The damage from the quake remains unclear, but no casualties have been reported, though there have been reports of minor injuries. This was possible in part because of the authorities' swift response. They instructed residents to evacuate by sending repeated emergency messages, and the police went around the area with their sirens blaring. South Korea's foreign ministry said it launched an emergency task force at its diplomatic offices in Japan as soon as the quake hit, and said they're continuing to keep an eye on the situation. Minyoung, Arirang News.